Morning. Okay, so I've been asked to put the vegan jelly plate recipe up. So it's a little bit different to the other one I just posted with the gelatin in it. Still has glycerin in it, and it has the vegetarian GEL-IT-TIN powder, which is vegan or vegetarian. Oh, I got that on camera. Yes. Okay. So same deal. I found a few different containers. I found this one and a couple of little ones because I just want to experiment. I've only got one plate that's vegan and I made it a while ago, and it's still fine, except I don't use it as much as the gelatin, so I haven't really tested it. I probably should test it more. But anyway, this is the vegan recipe. So it is the same. It is 200 ml of any glycerin, but the difference is we're putting it into a saucepan, not a microwave. Okay, so I'm going to use the entire 8 sachets mixed with a cup of water and pour it into the saucepan, and the 200 ml glycerin into the saucepan. In Australia, that's from Woolworths in Australia. If you can't get it, I also buy it in bulk when I'm making jelly plates for workshops and things from awo.com.au. It's a wholesaling company online. I will put that in the link below. Okay, so basically that's what I'm going to do. I don't need to do that online. I will come back and pour it in and show you the consistency and so forth. All right, back soon. So I'm back and I'm just about to pour this in. This is what it looks like. It's kind of a whiter consistency, and you'll note that I've changed container, and the reason I've changed container, I had to add, steaming up the camera now. Oh, that's intelligent. I had to add an extra cup of water when I was cooking it on the stove because it was boiling. It was kind of, not going all a lump, sort of too thick to mix, sort of to get to this consistency. So, and it sets up so fast when you take it off. As you can see how it's setting up already. That one might need to go in the microwave to see if I can smooth that one down. The other one's fine, but it just, I'm going to put that all in there and just see whether or not in the microwave I'll show you how it smooths it all down. So I'll get it all out of the saucepan, and I will go through right in the minute while I'm doing this. I'll just pop that in there for a minute. Okay, so this one here, the tray, I'll just give it a bit of a spray, but I don't actually think it's going to make, I think it's already set up. Now this is one thing about this stuff, it actually sets up rather well. So this was 200 ml of glycerin, 8 packets of gelatin, vegan gelatin, 2 cups of water, which you mix, you can mix the gelatin into, and also a teaspoon of salt. That is the other ingredient I forgot to tell you about. And just let it set up exactly the same as the other one, but note that it does go rather fast in the process of setting up. And I'll just get that out since that was hot. I can't imagine. All right. 2 Righto. To me, that still looks like it's got a bit of a bubble, which is an interesting thing. I might actually just make a textured plate. All right. Anyway, I'll show you on the end when they're set. Okay. I'm now back into my studio. I have both trays. I'm probably I might do the big one first. This one first, I think. And I've got a piece of laminated A4 paper to put it onto, because I haven't got a big enough piece of perspex to actually, you know, play with it on. So we're just going to take it out of the tray like so. Now it is sort of translucent, and I will show you. It's see, you can still see through like the gelatin one, and it's perfectly flat, exactly the same. And this is a little one of the one I made last week. So this is actually clearer, I suppose, a little bit, but still, nah. Let's just see. I've bought that one on to have a bit of a play on, and this one to have a bit of a play on. And I've got a plastic, when I'm finished with this, I'm going to store it in this plastic bag for, yeah, safekeeping, really. So what I thought I'd do is pieces. This is actually so it's quite a big one. And how many inches is it? I have no idea, because I haven't got my ruler, but I will before I go tell you how big that is. But it's just a pie, little baking tray. I think it's probably 6 by 12 or something like that. But anyway, it was from the kitchen. All right, so here we go. I'm just going to have a bit of a play. Am I on camera? I've changed the camera. I don't know whether or not this is going to work as well. I need to buy a new camera, I think. Yeah. Some layers onto the plate. Now you could use this side, or you could use the other side, of course. That would be completely up to you. Let's see, we'll put a stencil there and a stencil there, maybe. We'll just they're actually, I haven't even waited, I have not even waited 24 hours on this one, because it's set up, as you saw in the video, it's set up so fast. So I thought I'd just come out and give it a bit of a whirl, since it was harder than, you know, the gelatine took a little bit longer to set. But the ingredients in this one aren't. Okay, so on the plate, in fact, what I'll do is I'll have a look. I'll just pull those. Things that aren't quite perfect, I'm not into, as you all know. I much prefer things that that have a bit of character to them, but that's not to say that everyone has that. And also, that was a very old tray. Oh, I love how it's pulling though. It's pulling really beautifully. Okay. Ooh, look, that's just divine. Look at that. Sensational. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll some on. And I'll just pull a paper. I think I'll pull a piece of paper just to see whether there are any lines on the actual jelly plate. It doesn't, visually it doesn't look like there is, but that is not to say that always missing a bit, aren't I? Should I? Always missing a bit. Just pull that bit on there. There you go. Perfect. Now, there is a little line down the center, which is probably on my tray. Can you see? Yeah, I don't know whether you can see that. Can you see that? Yeah. So if you were going to, you know, if you wanted obviously the plate to be completely perfect, absolutely perfect, then you have a new tray and you wouldn't have any issue. But I would, because I layer things, you know, I layer on, you would never notice something like that anyway. So that's that one, and that was the first pour, if you remember rightly. So let me just pull that off. And it pulls beautifully. I'm sure it'll store beautifully, just like the gelatin. I don't think anything, I've never had any problem with any of them. Lovely. All right, now I'm going to put that away, and I'm going to get the other one out and unpack that. So that's that vegan plate. I will measure it just so that you know measurement wise for the recipe. Right, that's stored, and I'll put that away because I do have clients that come and want to use a vegan plate, not a other one, and that's fine. So this is the other one. All right, so this is will that fit on a board? Didn't think about this one though, did I? Maybe I might just need to get a board for that. That might reflect though. Let's just see, what have I got? Sorry, should have thought of it. That's not going to quite be big enough. Maybe. Okay. Give me a minute. I'll be back. I hope that that's not reflecting too much. Hopefully it won't reflect too much. Just had to clean up a tile, white tile that I have that I sometimes use. Okay. So the same. Now, if you remember rightly though, this particular one, right, was all a bit dodgy. Do you remember? I had out, and so it's got a couple of different sides, and it also, see the outside of it? Now, I would just get a blade. I've even got a blade. Thin and all this one though in this container, so we'll throw those bits out side, because I remember I was moving it about because it was setting up so rapidly on me. Not going to make any difference. Go. All right. Same It's the same. Now, it's got the little indent in this one. You remember the little hole that happened in here? The same as here, yeah. So, and I was playing with the surface on this one, if you remember rightly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over and show you what happened. I put it back into the microwave, and I actually love what happened. So it was, and then I sprayed it with water. I remember the water I had in the kitchen. That was just spraying to getting rid of the bubbles. So I got rid of the bubbles. Got rid of the bubbles. There, I think. New camera angle, not too sure. Now you'll see as I'm rolling this on this gorgeous vegan plate, the first time, and obviously it is the first time I've used it, so you know. And I will pull it on something white. Old. Just pull it on something white for the moment. Ooh. But you see how it's got speckles? So it's like my Starry Night. See, it's like my Starry Night one that I made purposely. And I didn't make this one purposely, but I actually, which I love. So you know the Starry Night, my other gelatin plate. Texture and you'll see when I bring this up to the paint will be inside the, you see all the little bubbles, Starry Night. So this is absolutely like moonscape orange peel, and that's because I played around with it and then put it into the microwave and made it bubble a bit, obviously. Now I don't mind. I don't mind that. I mean, obviously I would have to talk to the person that was using it to see whether or not they wanted the Starry Night sort of effect on their work when they're working. And it's very, very new, like so new. I might just pull that on. So it will, oh, I love it. You know, it's great sea, bubbles, you know, coral, all of those things that you want. Absolutely perfectly. And you can see how gorgeous that is. I'm going to love that plate. Vegan, that's even, they're bigger bubbles actually than my Starry Night. There's a lot more of them. So it's, I don't know what I'm going to call that plate, but I'm really going to enjoy using that plate. Definitely bubbles. Yes. Okay, what else was I going to show you? Oh, I was just going to say, let's just move the vegan one away. And having two plates is just always such a bonus, I think. Because you can mix it up. You can mix colors on the small palette, you know, on this one, and then or you know, clean the brush, clean the roller on here and leave it there, or whatever you like. Let's just grab a stencil, and now I was going to show you. So this was the other jelly plate with the little circle one, and I have actually made an oblong one and a couple of other shapes. How cute is that? So I love that. If you wanted to texturize and just make circles on the, like so, and I mean you could keep going. And then just, you could take that off. I think I'll put it on there. I think I might put it on here actually. And just adds character to the papers you're making to make things from. And yeah. Well, that's me. I've shown you the vegan. I've shown you how the, yeah. So I will write the instructions underneath and everything else that I've talked about. So good luck with that, and I look forward to seeing you again. Okay, bye.